Hi, Click Millionaire. It's good to see you this week. This week I've got a question from Click Millionaire member Kat. She's a member over at clickmillionaires.com, and she wrote me to ask me. She said, "Hi, Scott. I want to know if websites that have physical products are more financially successful than information products most of the time. I know the profit margins are better with information products. What I want to know is, does it normally take maybe 2 to 5 information sites to equal one successful product site? Thank you, Kat." Well, Kat, I can't answer that quite so simply. I think you're oversimplifying because the situation is different with every business. Everybody's curious as to how the sale of physical goods, traditional products, compares to the sale of information products online. But they're really very different situations that come down to the assumptions of the business. What is the business model based on? So both products and information can make you lots of money online. And I can't really say whether selling products or selling information is better, one than the other, in terms of revenue or profits. That's why I talk about profitability. Profitability is what allows you to compare the apples of information products to the oranges of physical products. Now, of course, selling products is more traditional. That's what everyone grew up with. You go to the store and buy shoes, or you go to the bookstore and buy books, or the grocery and buy those apples and oranges that I mentioned. But profitability is what allows you to compare across business lines, and that's the way you need to think about these things. So, for example, a product company might make and sell widgets, some sort of widgets, and they say they sell those widgets for $100, but they cost $10 to make, so their gross profit is $90 per widget. But when selling a physical product, you have a lot of costs and infrastructure investments that are required to sell that product physically. So, for example, you have manufacturing, and you have a warehouse to store those widgets. And then, of course, you have advertising and marketing to market them and get the audience's attention and create demand for those products. You have insurance, perhaps, or staff, and probably sales taxes. All those things go into the building, manufacturing, and marketing of a physical product. So the $90 that you make, that gross profit, when it cost you $10 to make, and then $100 to sell, you had $90 left over. Well, you have to go beyond those initial cost of goods and factor in all those other expenses as well, and you're left with some percentage of your money that you make as a return. Now, it's the same thing with information products. They may cost you $0 to make in the case of online businesses, or at least if you don't count your time for anything, which of course I don't recommend. But in theory, you don't have all this cost of goods in terms of raw materials and manufacturing costs. You come up with an idea and you write it down as an ebook, or create a membership site, or an email newsletter, or a blog, or a podcast. Those information products have very much less overhead, less investment, and they're quicker to market as well, because you're not dependent on manufacturing supply lines and shipping and all these things. So that's the internet revolution. In a nutshell, you cut out a lot of the overhead of physical goods. But comparing those two just isn't that simple. It's the assumptions of the individual business that matter in deciding whether it's profitable, and it's going to be different for you versus me versus anyone else depending on how they build their business. So put another way, if you had both a physical product and an information product that had exactly the same cost of goods, the same cost of manufacture, shipping, and sale, and advertising and marketing, well, if they had all the same inputs, then the output, the profitability, is going to be the same too. It's not whether it's a physical good or not versus an information good or not that makes the difference in terms of profitability. It's how you build the business model and how you make money. It's kind of like asking, are apples more profitable than oranges? Or is being a plumber or selling shoes a better business than being a lawyer? Well, it depends on 1,000 factors that go into that business. So what you can say is, there's more established demand for physical products. People are sometimes willing to pay a premium because they have a product that they can hold in their hand. On the other hand, if you can create demand and people are really interested in your product, they may not care whether it's a physical good or it's just a download. The speed of delivery of an information product online might more than make up for what they would have paid by having something that they could hold in their hand. These trade-offs are fundamental to the differentiation and the creation of a business today, whether it's online, information-based products, or offline products that you sell offline, or today's hybrid, the offline product like shoes or furniture or food that you sell online. I see these things as a continuum of different kinds of businesses, and asking purely whether information is a better business than a product it's just not, I just don't have the ability to answer it, and I don't think anybody else does either. So if you have an information product idea, well, that's clearly where I vote. As you know, my books, Internet Riches, E-Riches 2.0, are all about taking advantage of these lower overhead costs. They mean that you can get involved with less startup capital, get your ideas out there faster. You can target better online probably than you could in the old days by just putting up a store at the corner of 4th and Main and hoping people drive by. Online, you can target very specifically with demographics and interests and search engine marketing and Facebook advertising and all these great tools that we have. And the online laboratory allows you to test and iterate, meaning test and try different things much faster so that you can get to profitability faster. Now, you can use those research advantages for an information product, or again, you could use them to test and advance the evolution and profitability of a physical product too. These are all just tools that go into building a business model, and the sum of your business model is your profitability, whether it's a physical good or an information product. So like I said, I vote for websites. That's my thing. I think it's a great advantage, and I hope that you do too. Obviously, you're a member of clickmillionaires.com, so you're probably asking this more because you have a nagging doubt about online business. And I'm here to tell you, online business with the quicker startup, the lower overhead costs, and the wider reach is the place to be. Even if you're marketing a physical good, the online marketing component is critical today to success. Whether it's online, offline, physical, non-physical, all those options are yours, and the sum of those parts creates the business model that's most profitable for you. And of course, the piece we didn't add is, what are you most excited about? And of course, we'll talk about that some more in the clickmillionaires.com forum real soon. So I hope that's helpful for you. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a black and white answer there, but these are the sum of your efforts online is what determines your profitability. And it isn't so much the type of good you're selling, is how you differentiate and how you take advantage of today's tools to offer more value to customers and create a differentiating advantage compared to your competitors. So I hope that's helpful, Kat, and I'll see you again real soon in the clickmillionaires.com forum. For the rest of you Click Millionaires members who are tuning in, this week we've got some fun stuff going on. We've got a member trivia scavenger hunt. So it's your chance to meet some of your fellow members and bop around the site, say hello, and if you can collect all the correct answers, well, you could win a very nice prize from me, Scott Fox. We've also got video office hours. You know, we just did a session just for members only, a private video webcast, and that's up for those of you who missed it. We've got the replay listed in the video section, and you can watch that anytime at your convenience. And we'll be doing another members-only video office hours session real soon, so hit the Ask Scott Fox link and send me a question, and I'll be happy to tee it up for our next session together of video office hours. I've also got a great article for you about 7 free website building tools that you can use to get an online business started with no cost. All right, now that's exactly what I was talking about in the answer to Kat, how to get started really cheaply. Well, this article will be helpful to you, and that's posted in the file cabinet in the resources section for you. And of course, our Facebook friends, we've got some new widgets posted on the site down in the left-hand sidebar. And if you're not a friend or fan of me or Click Millionaires yet on Facebook, please come over and say hi. It's a great way to get started, of course, on Facebook if you're not active there already, and learn how to use it a little better for business. Facebook's obviously got a big footprint as a social medium, but it also has a great opportunity for you as a business marketing opportunity. So happy to help you out with that. Join up with the Scott Fox and Click Millionaires pages on Facebook using those links right down there. Oh, and while you're there, check out our latest poll. Love to hear what you think, and I'll be recycling your feedback back into improvements here at clickmillionaires.com. Lastly, our video winner this week. You know, we always hide a winner here at the end of the video, so if you're watching this week, it's Kenneth from Lyman, South Carolina. Kenneth, if you caught this, send me an email and you can get a free download from any of the products available at the Scott Fox shop at scottfoxshop.com. So thanks, Click Millionaires. It's great to see you. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you in the forum at clickmillionaires.com real soon. And thanks especially to Kat from Pasadena for her question this week. See you again real soon. Have a great week.